series of Indian economy. So we are seeing basics of microeconomics, right? So in this microeconomics, we have seen some key terms related to economy. Then also we have seen something called production possibility curve in the previous lecture, right? So today we'll be seeing. So when I've started economy, I told that there are two children for economy. They are supply and demand, right? So we'll be looking more into the detail about demand. So what is demand? For example, I have a demand for Lamborghini. Is it true? Is it true? No, it's not true. According to the definition of economy, I should be able and willing to pay. I should be able and willing to buy this Lamborghini at a certain price at a certain period of time. Okay, so demand is nothing but ability and willingness to purchase a quantity of good at a given price at a given point of time. If I cannot do it, then my demand is not a demand. Okay, so it's a failure demand. Fine. So demand is nothing but you should be having a ability and willingness. So this is important thing. Ability and willingness should be there to demand something. Okay, so let's see something. If we are demanding something, okay, if we are demanding for ice cream, so it depends upon what factors. First thing is you need some money. Okay, you need some money, nothing but income, or you should have some purchasing power to buy it. Fine. Then you'll be looking at price of it. Then you'll be looking that, okay, is this the season? I mean, it is summer season, so I will have it. Fine. Then according to taste and preferences, for example, in quality walls or different ice cream, Amul ice creams and all. So we'll be looking at flavors. We'll be looking at substitutes at same price. Then we'll be looking at quality. If quality walls is not good, we'll be going for Mother Dairy ice cream or Amul ice cream. Fine. Then will demand also will be according to the total population living in the economy. Fine. So these are the things will be determinants of demand, and we'll be looking at in a more detail. Fine. Then one second. So there is one law called law of demand. So it states that quality demanded will be inversely proportional to price and not vice versa. You should not look like change in price. Fine. So you should not look in a either manner. You should be looking from this side itself. And demand done by whom? Demand is done by the consumer. So you should be always thinking from the perspective of consumer. If you are a consumer, how you should think, how you will be demanding, that only should be there. So your demand will be dependent upon price for something. If there is more price, will you demand it? No, right? So you are a normal worker. If you are a normal worker and you are getting 20,000 per month, will you buy a 10 gram of gold which is 93,000 rupees? No, right? So your demand for gold will be according to the price. What if the 10 grams price reduces to 50,000? You might try. You might make a try. So if price decreases, quantity demanded will be increasing. Okay, so let us understand this with the help of example. I mean, there are 5 girls in an economy: A, B, C, D, E. I have named them A, B, C, D, E rather than taking names, and their affordability to buy Cadbury silk. So I'm thinking that there are 5 girls and how much money they have. A has 100 rupees, B has 80 rupees, C has 60 rupees, D has 40 rupees, E has 20 rupees. If Cadbury silk is priced of 100 rupees, only A can buy it, right? Only A can buy the Cadbury silk. Only one chocolate will be sold out. Fine. Quantity demanded is dependent upon price, right? So if it is for 80 rupees, both A and B can buy it. So A also can buy and B also can buy at 80 rupees. So total how many chocolates? Two chocolates. Then if it is 60 rupees, A, B, C can buy. If it is like 40 rupees, A, B, C, D, four girls can buy it. If it is for 20 rupees, A, B, C, D, E, five girls can buy it. So here, if you join all these dots, you'll get a curve called demand curve. And this demand curve tells us that reduction in price will lead to increase in demand, and increase in price will lead to decrease in demand. Fine. So here only price is something which plays on the curve. I mean, if price changes, quantity demanded also will be changed, and the same things will be there on the curve itself. I mean, it will be moving along the curve itself. So price is something which moves along the curve. Fine. Then did you see this curve? This curve is downward sloping. It is like downward sloping, or else it can also be called as negative sloping. Fine. If it is like this, then it is upward sloping or positive sloping. So demand curve is always downward or negative sloping. Fine. Then determinants of demand, we have seen like price, income. So first I told that income. First thing is price. If price of one thing is high and another thing is less, we'll look at another thing, right? So gold and platinum or gold and silver, our obsession with gold is like we are too poor mindset people. So sorry for that. So price, then income, price of other products, tastes and preferences, expectations of future prices, size of market, special circumstances. Please remember this. We'll be learning whole economy through graphs. So what graph we have drawn, with the same type of graphs we'll be learning the whole economy, like we did in PPC, right? Production possibility curve, we have done it. So similarly here, whatever the graph we are using, we'll be using for total Indian economy. I mean, macroeconomy we are taking one firm, right? If we take total firms of Indian economy also, the same graph will be there. So here for demand, I'm taking this graph. For aggregate demand also, I can use the same graph. Fine. Here price, here it will be average price level. Here quantity demanded. Here we can write output. Okay, fine. So we'll be looking at all things in a very detailed manner. No need to worry about that. So price we have seen already. So price is something which moves along the curve. So movement, if the price changes, there will be movement along the curve. It may move upward or downward. If price is high, it will be up. If price is decreasing, it will be coming down. That's why this curve is called downward sloping curve. Then income, price of the product, states and preferences, expectations of future prices, size of market, special circumstances. These are all things you should be think from the perspective of buyer, or else whatever you say, like consumer. Fine. Then if changes happen in these things, if changes happen in these things, shift of the curve happens. Shift of the curve happens. So curve is like this. If it is shifting like this, then it is called inward movement. Okay, and if it is shifting outward like this, then it is called outward movement of the curve. So you'll be looking how demand changes, according to how demand changes, it will be moving inward or outward. We'll be looking in further graphs which we gonna draw. Okay, so just remember, if it is price, it will be moving along the curve. If it is something other than price, determinants, then it will be moving outward or inward. Fine. And if you are taking price, you should keep all these things constant. You should not think about all of these things while you're drawing graph between quantity demanded and price, change in price. Okay, if you are thinking of income, you should be keeping all these factors constant. There is one word for that, that is called ceteris paribus. Ceteris paribus is nothing but keeping all, assuming all the factors remaining as a constant. So first we'll be looking at price. So we have seen price already. So the graph will be like this: price, quantity demanded, and the curve will be sloping like this, and there will be movement along the curve according to the price increase or decrease. If price increases, so see this, so price increases, the quantity will be this much. Price decreases, the quantity will increase, right? So previously only 1 unit, 2 units, 3 units, 4 units, 5 units. So when the price is decreasing, price is decreasing, quantity demanded is increasing. If price is increasing, quantity demand is decreasing. For example, if the price is increasing like this, so what happens? The quantity demand will be decreased, right? So second thing, we'll be looking at income. So if we are looking at income, so you are a worker, I mean like you are a software engineer, you're getting 40,000 rupees per month. This is the scenario. Okay, so your salary has got hike to 60,000 rupees per month. Now your income has got increased, right? So if your income got increased, you'll be buying more clothes and shoes or not. Think as a rational being. Don't tell that I am a miser, I don't keep, I don't spend on things. Okay, don't say like this. Be a rational being. Before you used to go to office, you used to have only 3 shirts, only one pair of shoe. Now your salary has increased, your salary status has increased. So what you'll be doing, I'm taking only I'm taking clothes and shoes as an example. So what you'll be doing is, previously at 1,000 rupees, right? At 1,000 rupees, you are buying one shirt. At 1,000 rupees, you are buying one shirt. Now your salary has increased. What you'll be doing? You'll be buying. So shirt price is same. You'll be buying 3 shirts. Okay, Q2. You will be buying 3 shirts. So here demand curve has shifted whichward? Outwards. Yes. So previously you were buying like this. You used to buy at 1,000 rupees only one shirt. Now at 1,000 rupees you are buying 3 shirts. Yes. Your quantity demand has increased from one shirt to 3 shirts. So this graph will be moving outward. Okay, so if as income increases, people buy more shirts and shoes. Earlier at a price P1 of 1,000 rupees, you used to buy only one shirt. Now your salary has increased from 40,000 to 60,000. You will be demanding for more shirts. Okay, so vice versa. If your salary is 40,000, but due to you have took more leaves, more holidays this month due to your health issues, you have got deduction and you have got only 30,000 rupees, and you are in the situation that previously used to buy at least one shirt per month at 1,000 rupees. Okay, now what you will be doing? You won't be buying a shirt, you will be buying a t-shirt of worth 500 rupees. So here curve will be shifting inward. Yes, so if income decreases, if income decreases, people won't buy things, or people buy things in a things which are cheaper. So quality demanded of the previous product will decrease. So just remember, income increases, I'll be buying more. So quantity demand QD will be increased. Whenever it is quantity demanded increases, the graph will shift outward. Fine. Then what about the, you have got salary from 40,000 to 60,000. Before you used to go like we used to buy t-shirts on roadside because you are not wearing it for office, you are used to buy roadside. So now will you buy the same quantity, or else you will be decreasing the quantity? Here most probably, if you are a rational being, your quantity will be decreasing. Okay, your quantity demanding the t-shirts of roadside which are unbranded will be decreasing. So whenever there is increase, there is outward shift of the curve. If there is decrease of quantity demanded, there is decrease of quantity demanded. Previously you used to buy 3 t-shirts, now you are buying only 1 t-shirt for 500 rupees, and you are telling that remaining things I'll order online, Amazon or Flipkart, I'll be buying because I have money. So here quantity demand for that goods have decreased when your income has increased. Fine. So with these types we can with the help of this we can define a type of goods. So there are two types of goods according to the income. According to the income, if you have rise in income, the demand for some of the goods will increase. Those goods are called normal goods, right? And if there is rise in your income, demand for some of the goods will decrease. The type of goods are called inferior goods. Okay, just remember, normal goods, inferior goods, both are dependent upon income. If income increases, normal good demand will increase, but inferior good demand will decrease. Demand decrease is nothing but inward movement of curve. Demand increase is nothing but outward movement of curve. Fine. Here you should become perfect moving the curve inward and outward, and just remember in a keen manner, because whole economy will be dependent upon this. Fine. So third determinant is price of products. We have two types of goods here. One is substitute good, and the another one is complementary good. Fine. So substitute goods are the goods which are replacement of one another. For example, coffee, tea, Coke, Pepsi. Fine. Diesel, petrol. You can replace. No, you cannot replace diesel and petrol. Engine will get seized. Okay, but you can replace the cars. I mean, like you can buy diesel car or petrol car. Okay, so petrol car or diesel car. Fine. So firstly think that so petrol car and diesel car today is of rupees. Petrol car is of rupees 10 lakhs, and diesel car is also of rupees 10 lakhs. Okay, assuming that petrol and diesel costs are same. Assuming that petrol and diesel costs are same. Fine. So tomorrow, if cost of petrol car increases to rupees 15 lakhs, what happens to the demand of diesel car if it is sold at 10 lakh rupees only? What happens? Demand for diesel cars will increase. Diesel demand for diesel cars will increase. Whenever demand for diesel cars increases, outward shift of the curve happens, right? So demand is increasing from 1 to, I mean, like 1 2 3 4. Previously at 10 lakhs people used to buy one car, but as the petrol cars cost have increased, now at 1 lakh people are buying 4 diesel cars. Okay, 4 diesel cars at 10 lakhs itself. So there is outward shift of the curve. So substitute goods, if the cost of the another good substitute good increases, or the price of the substitute increases, the demand for good will increase. If substitute price decreases, what happens? Demand for good will decrease. Demand for good will decrease. Okay, don't get confused. Then related products, we are seeing price of the other or related products. So complementary goods. Complementary goods are the type of goods that are consumed together. Substitute goods are something which can be taken as substitute of one another. If not diesel car, we can take petrol car. If not coffee, we can have tea. But complementary goods are something which are consumed together. For example, shoe and socks, car and petrol, phone and charger, badminton rocket and shuttlecock. Fine. So think that think that so today's socks cost is rupees 120 and shoe cost is around 250 rupees. Okay, tomorrow shoe cost is 250 and socks cost becomes 50 rupees. So what happens to the demand for shoe? So previously 250 rupees plus 120 rupees, nothing but 370 rupees you are paying and used to buy only one pair of shoe. Now it is like for 300 I'm getting one pair of shoe. So with this offer, what I will be thinking is, I will think that it has drastically changed. So I'll pay two pair of shoes. So previously I used to buy only one pair of shoe when they used to sell me the like socks for 120 rupees. Now what happens is the demand for shoes will increase. There will be outward shift of the curve. So as complement price of complement decreases, demand for the quantity demanded for the good increases. Fine. Similarly, if they increase the cost to 150 rupees, what happens? If price of the complementary good increases, quantity demanded of the good will decrease. For shoe will decrease and vice versa. That's what we were seeing. Then tastes and preferences. Fine. So um, what happened? So oats. Think of oats. So previously some person used to come and give advertisement for oats, but recently Rohit Sharma has come. Okay. So Rohit Sharma is your favorite cricket player. So if he comes and give advertisement to oats, what happens to demand of oats? People will start buying more. So outward shift of the curve will happen. So favorable change of consumer preferences towards a product leads to demand of the product. Okay, people are favorable towards the product, so quantity demanded will increase. So suddenly, what happens? Think that some restaurant raids have happened. Food Safety Authority of India has raid restaurant. So what happens to quantity demanded of that food in that restaurant? It will decrease. So there was not a favorable change. Fine. Then future expectations. So recently I have faced this. I mean in the last year. So they have said that Geo recharge from next month will increase. So that what I have done is I have done a annual recharge of on today's cost, today's price. So if I have good future expectations, I mean in future if I think that price gonna increase, so demand for the good now itself will increase. Okay, till the price changes. Then size of the market. So according to the number of consumers, then there will be a demand. For example, tomatoes. think that there is no transport facility or there is no storage facility in your village, but in your village all the farmers have gone for tomato cultivation and there are huge scale of tomatoes. I mean, there are 1000 kgs of tomatoes for 10 houses. Fine. So what happens? Next, do the farmers produce that? Do the farmers go for production of tomatoes or not? No, they won't go because there are only 10 houses. If each house have 5 kgs of tomatoes also, they will be having 50 kgs. For 2 days, 100 kgs. 3 days, 150 kgs. The remaining, what they will be doing? No, they can't do anything, right? They can make pickles or something, but also 1000 kgs. It is waste of investment. So, according to the size of market, demand for good also will increase. If the size of market is increasing, if today population is 100 crores, demand for rice will be 10,000 kgs. Just take it as an arbitrary number. If our population increases 120 crores, we need 12,000 kgs of rice. So here demand will increase according to the size of the market. If the size of the market increases, demand also will increase. Fine. Then special circumstances, we can take COVID or else winter season. Fine. So in COVID, what happened to tourism sector? What happened to demand of the tourism sector? It has decreased. It has gone ultimately low, right? So previously it was here. Previously people used to roam, but due to COVID, there was lockdown. So inward shifting of the curve. Inward shifting of the curve. Demand has got drastically decreased. Similarly, in winter season for ice creams, some people might eat, like me, but many people won't. Yes, so there will be inward shift of the curve. Whenever there is natural disaster, weather change, season change, COVID pandemics, right? So here in this law of demand, what we have done, what we have seen is, yeah, sorry for this. You should not write like this. Quantity demanded is inversely proportional to price, which means that if price increases, quantity demand will decrease, and price decreases, quantity demand will increase. Okay, so whenever there is decrease, there will be inward shift of the curve, and whenever there is increase, there is outward shift of the curve. So today's homework is take examples like A, B, C, D, E girls and play with different determinants which we have spoke. For example, income, for example, taste and preferences, size of the market. Fine. Then what you have seen, income, taste, size of the market, price of the related goods. Okay. Then weather or season or pandemic, special circumstances. So use this determinant and draw graph for everything. Like draw graphs and with the help of numbers, take some numbers and try to shift the graph outside or inside. If it is like normal goods, if income increases, it will move outward. If it is inferior good, if income increases also, it will be shifting inward. Okay, so this inward and outward shifting is very important for future lectures. So please take some examples and make a graph for this and play with it for half an hour. You can use half an hour because whole economy will be dependent upon this. Okay, I hope that you have got clarity on this concept and you have liked the concept. If you have got, if you feel that it is helpful, please do like, share and subscribe, and thanks for watching.